So we are indeed automating. This is happening, and you will all see it. For what the chairman, Mr. Wambua, said, is there nothing we can do about pending bills? Again, in that process, part of the monitoring is that what will happen if the person responsible for the pending bills does not do what they have undertaken to do. I think there is a lot going on right now, and please let's compare notes same time next year. Things will have changed completely. Thank you very much to come with it. Now, so we want to ask, and this will also combine with the question that came from the back. What is it that officers from the counties come to do at the COB's office? This is a question I've been asking for the last, it's almost 6 years now. I don't know what they come to do. I don't know whom they come to see. I've asked many governors, including my brother here, what do your officers come to do in Nairobi? And the reason they come to Nairobi is they want to earn allowances. Nobody wants them there. Nobody has ever asked them to come. And if you can show me one that I've asked to come to my office, I will honor. I don't need anybody from the counties. I have enough staff to analyze the documents which I brought. Those documents can come by courier, and we look at them, and I will approve and sign, and they'll go to the CBK. But politics aside, because these are politics of allowances, those people don't come to help us to do anything, and nobody wants them in my office. That process is about to end. I remember I addressed a group of accountants, and I told them that system is on its deathbed. Currently, we have designed a system where documents are going to be sent online. The attachments will just be scanned and sent to us. We will check them online. I will approve online, and all these things will go to the CBK, and the funds will be transferred online. In fact, I'm telling you, within the next financial year, those trips are a thing of the past. Same thing to pending bills. The World Bank has sponsored a study and a process where we have crafted pending bills monitoring tool, and this tool is going to be online, and you'll be able to go online and find out what the pending bills are and verify whether they have been settled. So again, there is a process going on. From the CBK, they have enhanced the core banking system, whereby only requisitions that are funded will be uploaded on the internet banking. What that means is that issues of substitution, which again the governor here spoke about, will also be a thing of the past. I don't want to be too optimistic, but if all goes well, the next time we meet here, the story will be very different.
We need to look at the processes. Queries are raised, and the people feel they cannot deal with those queries by doing a back and forth from Wajir to Nairobi. So they feel they have to stay there until they get the approvals and physically take the document from the COB's officers to CBK. And by the way, even the COB staff that are posted to the counties deal with the queries in Nairobi. They're not on the ground. They're not on the ground. So you have to go and meet your COB representative in Nairobi. The question is, the queries are raised for you in the office. Then you sort out the queries, and then you go back. This is, so my sister, what you are saying is sweet music to my ears. I also want to see that happening practically. And ECD, I agree with you. Up to today, it's never been costed. So no county has ever gotten a shilling for ECD. It's never been unbundled and costed. So whatever we're doing for ECD, we actually are taking money from that pot that was costed and applying it to ECD. It's one of those, because it was virtually non-existent. There was no budget for it in national government at the time. Risk management, everything I have said here, and I continue to say, does not take away the fact that we all need to improve our governance systems. I am not saying counties are perfect. They have challenges. But who doesn't have challenges? You want to tell me national government has no challenges? The auditors was also there before counties, and you remember the audit queries we used to get. It's just that now the focus has been put more to us and less to them. On pending bills, by the way, there are counties that have managed their pending bills properly. I know governors who came into office with me this time and inherited as little as 13 million shillings of pending bills. I know one governor who inherited 9 million shillings of pending bills. And sometimes I'll be very embarrassed because we'll go into IBEC and that governor will say, me, I've cleared my pending bills. How much was it? 13 million. I have 8 billion. So the question is, where was the system when 8 billion was being cut? And then how much of that is fictitious and how much is genuine? Accountants here will tell you how difficult it is to navigate incomplete records. So you find yourself in a situation of total incomplete records. The system also of payment is managed from Treasury through IFMIS. And what was happening in some counties is fraud. People even trying to delete transactions from IFMIS. So how much of that is the county really in control of? So from where I sit, all I'm trying to do is I put a budget, because I don't have a budget to pay 8 billion shillings of fictitious pending bills. First of all, you struggle to find out how much of it is genuine. So you end up saying, I'll only pay what is physical. And then you see how much of your budget can you ring fence to try and reduce that. But I am sure there are controls we can institute to curb that going forward so that we don't add to the problem, even as we try to deal with the mess. And not all counties handle it the same way. Counties are not allowed to run deficit budgets. So ideally, at the end of a fiscal year, if there are any pending bills out there, they should really be covered by what you have in the CRF or what you are expecting to receive. 47 counties get only 10% of the annual budget. This country has a 4 trillion budget every single year, and counties get something in the region of 400 billion, which is just 10%, to do all the 14 functions in the fourth schedule, which functions are critical to Kenyans. Early childhood education, health, water, and all those other functions, including agriculture and livestock, only get 10% for the 47 counties. So I do not believe, from where I sit as chair of council, that the problem of this country, the problem of financial burden, is a problem of the counties. The problem of financial burden is a problem of mismanagement of debt and is a problem of the national bureaucracy not shrinking even after devolving a lot of services to the counties.
In Nairobi, chasing money, chasing approval from... I have a question for the control of budgets, and it's related...
I have known you for very many years.
To ensure good governance institutions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe you can tell us something.
Because there seems to be a competition.
Article 6 of the Constitution requires the national...
all the governors will be competing.
Will come from the floor. There will be any other questions to our leader.
Do you feel that probably...
The SILA...
This has been alluded to. When they come for